Please only arrive during the slot that's been given to you on your ticket. If you're late, you'll be refused entry. Your temperature will be taken by a steward, and if it's too high, again, you'll be refused entry. Your hands will be sanitised and you'll be asked to wear a mask. If your ticket is for section A, you will go up the stairs at the side of the main stand, present your ticket to a steward, and they will direct you to which seat you're sitting in. There's no wiggle room here. The stewards will tell us where we're sitting. For section B, you will have walked through the concourse and up the stairs. You'll come up section B, and same again, the stewards will tell us where to sit. Exactly the same for section G. If your ticket is for section H, you'll be asked to enter via the gates at the back of the wee Dublin end, normally reserved for away fans. Much the same here, you'll have your temperature taken, etc. Be asked to put on a mask, and you'll walk round the back of the stand at the wee Dublin end. You'll come round to the main stand where a side entrance will allow you in, and a steward will tell you where your seat is, much the same as the rest. When the steward tells us what our seat is, that's your seat for the whole game. You'll see here I've tried to shift over a couple to get a better view, and Cappy has quite rightly chinned me and asked me to go to my original seat. Please stay in my seat, folks. The game is sure to be very emotive. What we can't do, however, is forget ourselves and interact physically with other fans. Please try and refrain from handshakes, as I'm trying to do here, or for hugs, etc. I mentioned some possible inconveniences earlier on in the video, and this might be one of them. At the end of the game, we can't just get up and leave. We need to stay in our seat, as directed here by Cappy, until such time that it's time for our whole section to leave. This will be done on a section by section basis, so there might be some waiting about. You'll then walk to the far end, as shown here, and you'll be directed to rows of standing areas with stickers on. You have to fill from the far end and can't necessarily stand in your normal spot. And for those standing in the Cowshed, it's much the same. You walk along to the far end on one of the predetermined rows set out by stickers, and you have to stand at the far end and fill backwards, as opposed to where you might normally have stood. For our supporters that will be seated in the Cowshed, you'll come along through the Cowshed standing area, along to the end, down the stairs as shown, and around and into a seat as directed by a steward. There won't be any catering on at all during the game. If you are seated in sections G or H towards the other end of the ground, toilet facilities for you will be the ones at the back of the wee Dublin end, back down towards the entry gates. If you are seated in sections A or B, you'll be asked to use the toilets at the main stand entrance.